Hey again YouTube, Nutjob with Machete back with another quick review for you. As you guys might be aware, I've been purchasing a lot of the FGX series from Cold Steel and testing them out as we go along. Well, this is another Cold Steel review. What I'm reviewing is the FGX tie pad. Right off the bat, it is about the same size as the actual tie pan, in the steel that you can get from Cold Steel. Comparatively, well, this is the Scan-Do, and this is the tie pad. I mean, it's big. It's relatively intimidating. One of the weird things about it, this is that same Grivory plastic that Cold Steel always uses. It's a rubber overmolded grip, but what that means is that the balance point for this is way the hell back here in the handle. To me, that would be fine on a knife that I wanted to just slash with or keep back or do anything really essentially snappy and quick. But that's negated by the fact that this is plastic. There's no edge. So I'm barely scratching myself with this thing. That said, this, I don't remember how long this is, so I'll put the specs and everything, of course, in the description box below. But this is more than enough to reach many of the organs protected by the soft squishy bits. Granted, this would take more force to drive in because it's tearing its way in, it's not cutting its way in. But once you actually penetrate someone with this thing, let me show you guys the cross section if I can. And it's an actual cross section. What that means is, like, it's got the center ridge line and it's got the two thin points, for lack of a better term. What that means is when it penetrates into something or someone, you end up with 4 corners meeting in the middle if it's relatively clean. That's really difficult to suture back up. Typically those points will end up necrotizing, or you'll end up with a bit of sepsis setting in. But as a self-defense item, I mean, it's really light, really light. It is pretty damn sturdy. You can strike with this, and it will hurt. Like it, ow. Dumbass. Don't do that. That actually did hurt a bit. Didn't expect it to hurt quite that much, but it's a pointed pommel. Like I said, it's basically like a plastic version of the real tie pan. Won't degrade over time, the UVs don't affect it, all that fun stuff. I of course tested it on meat to see what it was like. So let's go to that, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So yeah, as you saw, there's no difficulty thrusting, and it penetrated into that pork fairly well. The difficulty comes when you get into the material, and there's more drag on this because it's not smooth or anything like that, and there's no edges cutting everything apart. That said, I mean, this is not necessarily something I would carry around town as a personal defense item, where the Scan-Do or the FGX Battle Ring, kind of iffy on that karambit. But the smaller ones, when they come with that keyring, you could leave them on your keyring conceivably. It's a bit big to leave on your keyring. Turn a corner in your car and you end up stabbing yourself. But, I mean, it is kind of a cool little item. It would definitely be something that I keep around the house. And I do bring this around the house for self-defense. You can stick this in a flower pot and not have to worry about it. Someone gets into your house or anything along those lines and threatens, hearth and home, this is there for it, and this will do the job. So yeah, all the FGXs, I think this one was either the second most, if not the most expensive. They have the Tonto as well. Again, the Tonto, it's designed, that Tonto point, it's designed for penetration, but to me, a swept edge Tonto, which is what they have, I think it's modeled after the Kowon, it's a slash, so I'm probably not going to pick it up since I already have this, and obviously this, but I do like this. At the very least, it is really cool. And I mean, you can have fun with it. Because it doesn't have that steel edge and you don't have to worry about slicing your hand open, you could always use it to learn a few tricks. So final thoughts. Big self-defense item. I mean, very big, but effective. Penetration, it'll go into what you need it to go into. I think it would probably be one of those items that you would just use if you absolutely had to, but you could keep this around the house and not really have to worry. But I do like this FGX Taipan. I do think it's worthwhile if you wanted to get this, or you could also get the Kobun, the Tonto. Pretty much any of the FGX knives you could get and have something that would be a decent penetration weapon or a something to use in a self-defense situation. So, as always guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this video, feel free to click that like button, feel free to subscribe, and feel free to share this video as much as you want. As always guys, I'm not John with Machete. Stay sharp and pointy. Figured I might as well do a little extra test for you guys for the Taipan. We'll do a quick penetration test, see if this will penetrate this tin, and then I'll do a pommel smash test. Okay, third hit, I did a full thumb load and put in a little more pressure, and we got penetration on the tin. Yes, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh tin. Let's find out how pommel strike will do on it. Three pommel strikes, 3 fair dents. The tip is fine. There's a little bit of peeling off of the plastic because the tin obviously is a little bit sharp. The butt is perfectly fine. So yeah, it's actually not too bad.